I need my phone in case I need a fact check you. I know how you like to talk all that shit.
You fact checking shit.
All that dumbass shit. All right, you good?
I guess.
Ready to start? You gonna put the timer on or what? So,
It's 1:45.
go ahead and introduce yourself for our listeners.
What's your social media?
Curiosity with Jon and Mike.
That's mine.
So, how you feeling, buddy? Huh? Let's get deep in this.
How's that jacket feeling?
Kelly bought this at I know. Your pants that you've gotten before? You shop at Buckle, right?
No.
Yeah, you have some Buckle pants.
A long time ago.
Oh, you have Rue 21 pants, the ones that have the little lines in them. You know which ones? Don't act like you don't know.
They're cut?
Yeah, they got the cut, and they're like the squinchy. They look like a slinky on the knee. You know which one I'm talking about.
I think those are called biker pants.
You have them. That's my point, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're at Rue 21. Did you get them at Rue or did you get them at Buckle? It's one of those.
They sell it at more places.
But, we're in Missouri County. You get those there. Buckle or Rue?
I got those online. Amazon.
Okay. Well, I stand corrected. Anyway, our new favorite spot is Buckle. I'm new to the Buckle industry, new to the game.
It's expensive.
It's very expensive. And
how much that set you back?
I don't know. She bought it for me.
You know what this design's called?
Fake Indian or
like
tribal?
They call it like Aztec.
I don't know.
They make blankets with that.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
You get it like they have those shops in San Antonio when you go to the Riverwalk, and you can buy the actual ones that are actually made by like Hispanic people.
It looks warm. I don't know.
It's actually not. It's
you
not
say
as
it's
warm.
not, but it looks like it's hot.
I'm a little cold actually. It's a little drafty. But
I like the style you've been doing. You always wear a jacket or a sweater and really short shorts.
Yeah, I don't get cold. I don't get cold with my legs.
So it's a style.
No, it's not a style. I just don't like wearing pants. If I could go naked, not naked. If I could go like wear boxers all the time, I'd 100% wear boxers.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
The kind that like has the little hammock in there?
Yeah,
have you tried
I'm
those?
a jockey. I'm a jockey guy. There's this other Lone Wolf brand. You get them at Target.
Wolf brand chili. Do they make chili too?
Yeah. No, it's a Wolf. You get it at Target. They're expensive, but they're good because I started wearing them when we run because you get a lot of fresh air in there.
Are they cotton or like the Under Armour material?
It's like a mix. It's like a mix of Under Armour and like
the Under Armour material is not really good for underwear, is it?
Oh, absolutely. No, you shave your ass off with those.
It like creates heat.
A lot of friction.
There's something in there that I don't like it.
There's a lot of friction in there.
Yeah. You need some cotton.
Yeah.
A little bit. Not too much.
Just a CH of it, huh?
Yeah.
Just a cunt hair.
Yeah. A little bit.
Right. Talk to me about all right. So you got the Omicron. Huh? You got bubbles. Bubbles number 2?
I think I got the light bubbles.
Did you it wasn't
the ones that you can like eat? The edible bubbles?
You got the bubble that you can't actually blow. It turns into a bubble, but it doesn't actually float.
It just pops quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that kind.
Where do you think you got it at?
I think I got it from you.
Okay. All right.
I don't know. I think I got it from you.
Well, you travel every fucking weekend, so.
I don't know where I got it. But it didn't last long. It lasted about a day.
You have like, what kind of symptoms do you have?
My legs were just completely restless. It felt like running a marathon and just was sore, but like, and it felt like I needed to go do something like run, but then my legs were sore. So like laying in bed is nice to relax, but my legs wanted to do something, but they were so sore I couldn't. It was the weirdest thing. So I just laid down and I was very irritable. I had fever. I didn't cough or have sore throat or anything.
I thought you didn't have fever.
I did. I did one day.
Did you take Advil or Tylenol or ibuprofen?
No.
Anything like that?
No, I didn't take any medicine.
You're a man, dude.
Well, I feel like you need to feel, however, like if you're hurt, you need to feel that to know not to push yourself. Like, So if I took medicine, I would want to go out, like go for a walk, or like, because we're in Tennessee, I needed to quarantine. But I didn't know if I had it or not because all the tests were sold out at like CVS and Walgreens. So we didn't know. We just kept in the hotel till my fever broke.
Yeah.
But if I take medicine, I'll feel normal and I want to push myself. But it's like I feel like it's your body trying to tell you you're sick, stay in bed. You know, if you take medicine, you're gonna all those things that tell you that you're sick or away, and you're just gonna try to live life normally. I think.
I hate fever, dude. I need, if I have a fever, I need to take ibuprofen.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know.
I don't like coughs. I don't really get coughs a whole lot, but if I had a cough, I don't really take medicine for coughs or anything else, like, or colds or anything. But if it's a fever, I hate having fever.
No. I haven't had fever in a long time. It kind of felt trippy, kind of like you were on like a drug or something, like as if you were taking the medicine, I guess. Cause like I felt lightheaded, but it was something that I forgot. I just forgot how to be sick. So I kind of embraced it a little bit. I knew that my body was heating up. I had a virus probably. And it was, I feel like your body heats up to try to fight a virus. You're trying to get hot to combat the virus. So if you start taking medicine, you start cooling down. And I don't know. I don't know where my logic is, but I'm just not a big medicine taker. So I let it do its course. And it probably took about 12 hours off and on fever.
But you were like, you were quick though, like recovered pretty quickly.
This is a weird thing. I took a couple baths in the hotel. And the first time I got in, I was, cold, and I got in and I was like, it wasn't hot enough. And I was like, I sat in there and it cooled down or whatever. And then that was when I had a fever. So I was already hot. And then I got into a hot bath. And then I got in the second time and I could hardly put my body in. And it was the exact same settings. It was just hotter. And Courtney said that she had read something where if you're running a fever, the water's not going to feel as hot because you're already hot.
Right.
And it was like everything burnt when I got like in the tub. And I never thought about that your body's already hot. Yeah. And then when you get in the water, it's not going to feel as hot as it would if you didn't have a fever. So that was a little strange. Like it took a long time to acclimate to the water when we had the same setting. So every time I did it from that point on, it was just like like burning hot.
Oh, hey. This podcast episode is brought to you by BCN Supplements. BCN Supplements is a Texas-based company that produces and manufactures everything right here in the great United States of America. The good thing is BCN caters to every single person on the fitness spectrum, whether you're a seasoned hybrid athlete, kind of like myself, or you're a newbie just now starting to pay attention to your health, kind of like Mike. BCN has what you need to make a healthy choice. Lately, I've been using BCN's pre-workout mix, and to be honest, I'm not really a pre-workout guy because I don't like the way most on the market make you feel. The crash and that tingly feeling, but you don't get any of that junk with BCN's pre-workout mix. I've noticed I had more focus during my lifts and more energy to carry through my longer workouts. And that pump you get is it's amazing. Drop what you're doing right now and go to bcnsubs.com to place your order today on this pre-workout mix. They got vitamins and they got collagen, and be sure to use promo code CWJM to receive 10% off your next purchase. BCN Supplements, helping build a better you from the inside out. You didn't try a cold shower or anything?
No, I don't like that.
I did cold showers.
Really?
To try to break the fever.
I want to get hotter.
Like a little sauna or something.
Every time when I get sick, I get in the shower or the bath, and it seems to like help me out, especially when I'm having headaches. Is that
like a scientific thing, you think?
I don't know.
It makes you feel better.
I do things that my body tells me, like I have a feeling that I need to do this. So sometimes it's like walking around the block and sweating it out, like doing something that's going to cause me to sweat. I listen to it. So I think one time I felt sick in Austin. I thought I actually had COVID then, but I didn't. But I felt like irritable. And so I got out and I ran like 2.5 miles and then took a shower and I felt better. Like, so I try to listen to my body and like what it wants to do, what state it wants to be in. But one of the main things is always hopping in like the shower or the bath.
I've done that before where I've felt sick before, but I went running that day, and after I went running and sweated a little bit, then I felt better afterwards.
It helps a lot.
Yeah.
Or that, or chugging a bunch of waters. I got this thing ready emergency now. Like I'll like put way more than you're supposed to put in a bottle.
Like you think it's gonna work faster?
It was so dumb. Like because I'll get like the HEB like cold press orange juice.
Yeah.
And I put very little bit in there, like I don't know, half a cup, and then I'll put like 5 packs of emergency in there to where it all, like, no matter how much you mix it, it's gritty.
It's a sludge.
And I'll just, it's a sludge, and I'll drink it, and that's what I'll do. And then typically if I feel like I'm getting sick, I'll do that, water and emergency, and just kind of fast a little bit.
Yeah.
And it goes away. And this Omicron, whatever it was, only lasted for like 1 day for me.
You think? I mean, that's if
I think I got lucky.
Well, I mean, if we go off of what we read, the Omicron is like the less adverse one, right? The least amount, and then you're in the percentage of people that it would recover fast. What is all that noise?
Just a bunch of hoopla.
Yeah. There's a party going on in the background.
Always.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it is a less severe. But it was very strange being sick again, being like lightheaded, not knowing when it was going to end.
Yeah.
Like it's scary for people because I don't know. I haven't been sick in probably, I feel like a few years. So like, it is weird. Like you don't have control over it.
Yeah.
Normally you get in these states of mind, like with coffee or whatever, you're hyper focused and things, but you know that coffee is going to run this course through your body and then it's going to be over. You don't know when you're going to be better,
Yeah.
So it's nice to know it didn't last that long.
Did you think about trying to do some of the remedies like monoclonal antibodies or vitamin drips or anything like that?
I had a feeling it was going to go away.
Really?
Yeah, and I always convince myself of other things too. Like I have a pretty strong mind when it comes to telling myself something, even if it's a lie.
Yeah.
I'll lie to myself so that I'll have the right frame of mind to like be sick. So I'll be like, I told myself that I had the flu, and then I pulled my lower back a couple of days before that, and I told myself because of my lower back was pulled that was going to other parts of my body, and then that was causing the raise in temperature and all that. So I'll tell myself that, but it's very easy to go the other way and say, I've got full on like Delta COVID, and I'm going to need to be on a ventilator pretty soon. I got a little worried. We talk about what we worry about, and breathing is one of mine. And there was a couple of times where I was like, oh man, what if, I start like having trouble breathing and things like that. But I try not to do anything that would compromise that, like eating anything that would cause me to produce like phlegm or mucus, like doing like a bunch of dairy or just any unhealthy food. So we just drank water, and I did electrolytes. I started doing those vitamins, like what was it, zinc and
did you do them?
I had like a multivitamin that had like the secret sauce in it, and I took a couple of those. That was weird peeing those out. I haven't took vitamins in a long time, and it's weird that you just is like so. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like dehydrated. It was like the most yellow pee I've ever seen. Yeah, but that's what makes me think about vitamins. Like, are you just pissing all this stuff out, or
most of it? Yeah, I think some of the vitamins are fat soluble, so you're supposed to eat them with food to try to.
We did.
Connect.
I mean, we did that, and we were still pissing it out.
Yeah, I imagine you piss out a lot of vitamins out. If you take a lot of B12 vitamin, your piss is kind of like blue. It's like a greenish blue or something like that. Whereas one day I took I didn't mean to take, I guess, as much vitamin B, or maybe I ate steak and then I took the vitamin, and then that night my pee was like a bluish green. It wasn't what it's normally clear, and it was like a tangerine color or something, like a blue color. I don't know. And I Googled, I was like, what the fuck's going on? And Google it, it's like too much vitamin B12. So
that's weird. And so like the whole time, and we first got to Tennessee, that's when it really hit, right? I didn't expect to be sick.
You were feeling funky that day, though. Like, y'all left on a Friday or whatever.
Yeah.
Friday, but you were feeling kind of, you're a piece of shit that you're acting shitty.
I was feeling, I think it was mainly because we're messing with these freaking cameras, and I was getting stressed out about that. But like the plane ride, like sitting still, like I'm a lot better now. Like I couldn't sit still. Like my muscles are just like every second I was moving, and that went to sleeping too. I was like tossing and turning, and I just could not get comfortable. So going there and then taking this 30-minute drive to the hotel, and then the hotel was like busy. So like we had to wait in a line to get our actual like key cards. And then I was like at the breaking point when we got there, and it was like 4 p.m. and I was like shifting back and forth. I sat down, I got up. This is a matter of like 20 minutes, and like people in there, it probably looked like I was a crackhead because I was just kind of so irritable. I had to like do something. I think it was lay down is what the deal was. And so we finally got the key cards, and like from 4 p.m. all the way to the next day, probably at midnight the next day, I laid in the bed the whole time. And that's the only thing that felt good was like laying down, and then Courtney like stretched my legs and things like that. But it's the weirdest thing. I didn't really hear much about that as being some of the side effects. It's normally just like sore throat, coughing, fever, but nothing about like, because my arms started hurting too. Yeah. Like my shoulders, my back, like it was weird.
With Omicron, I read with severe body aches.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, because you text me like, hey, did you get body achy? And I was like, no, not really.
That's what made me think that it was more about my back, because it's more like physical, and instead of like, I don't know. I had some headaches here and there, but I didn't have any coughing or sore throat.
Yeah.
Which that's like supposed to be like the main one.
Yeah.
Like especially like Omicron. And I don't know which one I had. Like I got an official test from like an emergency room, and it doesn't say anywhere on the paper which one I had.
Really?
Mm-mm.
I wonder, like, well, how do people, like, do you have to ask? Like, hey, what do I get? Like, what?
I don't think they know.
No.
I think they know if if you got a certain test, but I've had a lot of tests, and none of them say which ones when you have. And I've asked doctors too before. I was like, which one, and they don't know.
You think maybe the lab knows?
Maybe.
But if the lab knows, why wouldn't it be on the paperwork? Or
I don't know. Well, I mean, we were talking about. They were saying there for a while it was all Omicron, like the 80% or whatever, and then they redacted that and said it was like 30%.
Yeah.
How does that change? I mean, you got to know. That's a lot of numbers to get wrong. How do they really know which one's which?
It's all fuckery.
I don't know. I wish you knew.
I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yeah, it was weird.
Did it like change your mindset to like try to get healthier? Like during it or afterwards, like do you feel like a boost of?
I thought being healthy caused it because we're doing the Whole30 diet. And so I was like, man, well, I guess, I fucked around and was too healthy. And then like, my body's not used to eating this way all the time. And maybe that, maybe it's like detoxing, like part of the detox process of eating this way. But I did mention, remember I was talking about like listening to my body and things like that. I crave for some reason. I never crave when I ate, but at some point in the night, I wanted a Snickers bar and a Coke.
Damn.
And I listen. I'm like, well, maybe I need, I don't know, the carbs, the calories, the sugars, whatever it is. So we ordered one from one of those apps that deliver. I think it was Uber, and got it at the door, and I ate it, and I felt better. I don't know, like
something mentally.
Something I don't ever crave those things, but like whenever I'm sick or I'm trying to get over something, and my body craves it, I'll mess around with it and see if it works.
I'll fuck around with it.
I don't know if I was depleted of like sugars or something, but
yeah,
I did that, and then Courtney ended up buying like those little Cokes, so she bought a pack of them.
Oh shit!
But I only wanted 2, and then I didn't drink the rest. So I don't want them to like be.
You're one of those people you can like be done with it if it's there.
I just wanted it, but like after I ate, because she got me a king size Snickers, which nowadays like the king size comes with like 2 little ones, 2 like fat little ones, and I ate one, and I was like, that's all I want.
Really?
I'm being a little better that way because I'm gaining weight, so on the side, I'm trying to get like that to where I just eat where I'm satisfied and I'm good. But what I'm getting at is I didn't want to overindulge on those things. I just need a little bit of it.
Yeah.
And it's weird.
I can't, if it's there,
I'm sleeping.
Yeah, I'm going to eat it. Like I can't control myself that way. It has to be out. It can't be near me. Like if Candace and Kelly, bring something into the house, I tell them not to tell me. Like put it somewhere where I know it's not at. And then I won't think about it. But if I know where it's at in the cabinet, I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna fuck around with it.
How long have you been a sleepwalk eater?
Ever since I was little.
So
I would
talk about it.
It's not.
That's good shit. That's not a normal thing.
It's a normal thing.
No, yeah. I don't know anybody else in the world that does it.
Nah, I don't know either. But yeah, I mean, when I was little, my parents would like wake up and come in the kitchen, and I'd be like, I don't know, like 7 or 8 years old, and I'd be making cookies, like half-ass asleep, half-ass awake, but I'd be eating. And I don't know what it is. I don't sleep well. I don't know if that's it. Like I got poor sleep. And if if I have a craving or if I know something's there in the back of my brain, I want to go eat it. And it's like someone, I've never been addicted to drugs, but like, I imagine that's what it's feel like because I wake up and I'm like, fuck, there's Oreos. I'm going to go get the Oreos. And then I'll just go get the Oreos.
That's because then I'm sleeping. I'm not getting up for shit. Even if I have to pee, I'll make an excuse not to go pee because I don't want to get up. To go like all the way in the kitchen and like sort through things and open things and eat it. It's like,
but I'm not. It's like I'm awake. I know, like I can talk to myself. Like lately, I've been doing the carnivore diet this month, so I've been able to talk to myself like, don't do it. But most of the time, though, like I know kind of what I'm doing, but I'm in that state of half awake, half asleep. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna eat it. Like so. I think a lot of people do it.
You think so? Yeah. I think psychologically, you when you were little got caught eating snacks one day, and then you played it off like you were sleeping.
No, here's what I think. I think it wasn't a big like snacks weren't a big deal. We didn't get them like sweets. We didn't do sweets a whole lot. We didn't drink Coke like a whole lot. It was a kind of like a privilege to drink a Coke or to eat candy or something. We didn't just eat it. And I think as I got older and I like got the ability to financially start buying that stuff, I overindulged.
For real?
Yeah.
That's what it is?
I think so. Because when I first started working and stuff, I would buy like 12 packs of Dr. Pepper and stick them in my room. And I'd wake up in the middle of the night, like half awake, roll over, drink Dr. Pepper, and then like go back to bed.
I remember that, you start supporting yourself and you had that like month long of just buying bullshit.
Yeah.
I remember I thought I could never drink enough Capri Sun. The wild cherry ones. Like I felt like every time I had one, it wasn't enough, and then I couldn't have more when I was little. Like I wanted more of them to just drink them. I wanted to pour them all in like a cup and drink them. But like whenever you got older, you knew that like it was like too much. Like you drink 3 of them and you're like, all right, I'm not even buying Capri Suns anymore. Yeah. Or like Gushers. You always eat some Gushers, and it's like you can normally have like 1 pack or something, and then your parents are probably like, yeah, that's a little much. But then I'd buy like boxes of Gushers when I just moved out, eating all this Oreos and stuff, and then it's like, okay, well, you can eat too much of a good thing for sure. But I thought I would never get tired of like Capri Sun.
That's nasty. That's like the worst thing for you too.
Yeah,
but
why? Because of sugar.
Yeah, and also they always find like rats in them. They found like legitimate rats. I think like little baby mice inside a Capri Sun. Roaches have been found. Like you don't see those pictures on Facebook.
I've seen one with a Coke can and a full rat was in one, and it got packaged that way.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Which is crazy.
But I know Capri Sun too. There's been like I think it was like something that was unidentifiable that was in it or something. Like it was something fucking crazy.
I think it was like Tyson chicken or something had like a fried rat in the bag. I would never, whatever, like that would traumatize me.
The same people that work in the area where we work at, or in the plants that we work at, they're the same people that work in these Tyson food package companies. And we know how how much corners people cut, how much policies and procedures get broken. Like, can you imagine what goes on in other places?
That scares me. Like for the food grade kind of Cheeto factor, the things that are just food. Yeah. I don't know.
Shit's going down, right?
You think
no one's following, the humans aren't really following policies and procedures like people think we are or think they are.
Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty gross. I would never, if I found I think it was like chicken nuggets. There's an actual chicken, a little chick. There's a little chick in the bag,
a
dude.
Live chicken.
Yeah, it's gross.
That's got to be fake.
I don't know. There's a lot of little videos, man, and pictures online where they're like, "Look at this food I found in my bag."
Yeah,
it's gross. That's why you just gotta stay away from processed stuff, though.
It's got to be the grass-fed, grass-finished. That's a thing. People love saying grass-fed, grass-finished.
I don't know if I'm, we were talking about I've started eating meat sometimes, and I still don't think I want it.
Why?
I don't know.
I don't understand your thinking. I don't understand how you think beef is the only thing that's really good for you, but you don't want to eat chicken.
I don't want any of it now.
But when you were doing it, I don't understand.
I think it's still in my head. I don't think that it's the best thing to do. Ethically, I don't think it is. And then when I eat it, I don't feel like I feel better. Because what I'm doing now is Whole30. So if you're not eating a meat, you're just eating vegetables, fruit, and that's it. There's no pastas, there's no rice, there's no they just let potatoes in, so that's a big part of the meal.
I bet everyone's potatoes.
Yeah, because it used to not be in there.
You could do sweet potatoes.
You could do sweet potatoes. I don't.
You don't like sweet potatoes?
Sweet potatoes is a thing where I have to eat it, and then I'm like, okay, I remember I like this, but I don't crave it. I think we talked about that, when switching regular fries and sweet potato fries. I'm never going to get the sweet potato fries, but if I grab one off the plate, I'm like, oh, I forgot these are pretty good. But still, even after I eat it, I'm like, I'm still gonna get the regular fries. Yeah. But yeah, with that being said, it's you're so limited on what you can have, and then there's no liquor, alcohol or processed sugars, nothing really. So then it really tries to have you eat if you're gonna eat meat, eat it grass-fed, grass-finished, organic vegetables and fruit, and try to get them from basically the best sources. So every once in a while we'll mess around with some meat, but then I take a few bites and I'm like, I don't want it.
What about the carnivore MD? I forget what his name is. What's his name? Carnivore MD. He's on TikTok.
That guy? That swole guy?
No, that's the Liver King.
Okay.
Carnivore MD. Hold on. Let me check it out. Carnivore MD.
I don't think it's
Paul Saladino.
Is that the butt to mouth guy? Was it?
What?
Was that the guy on Rogan where he's talking about
tell the.
I can always say butt to mouth. What is it called?
Tell the tongue or tell the mouth.
Is that the guy?
Yeah, I don't know if it's that same guy, but
yeah,
where he's
organ meats only.
Not organ meats only, but that's a big portion of it. But he's presenting facts and he's pretty entertaining on TikTok. He presents facts why vegetables are bad, plants, because in the wild, plants will, if they hear animals eating other plants, they produce chemicals and toxins,
poisons and stuff.
Yeah, that are so.
That was the craziest. I remember listening to that episode. That goes so against everything that we've ever learned, is that plants are poisonous, or give out toxins that make you feel bad. But I mean, I'm a pretty open book like as far as like, maybe bringing that in and evaluating that information and seeing if, I'm not going to just discredit it at all. Same with meat, but like
he's pretty jacked and he's old and he looks like, he's older. He's in his 50s. He looks like he's in shape.
I just think we should I think we eat too much. And I think we should eat like maybe like once a day, and it should be nutrient dense food, whatever that be, which I'm still trying to figure it out. But there's still something from being vegan for so long, ethically, morally in my head that like just doesn't think it's right to eat meat.
What about the arguments of like how many fields and animals it kills to take to plant, your monocropping?
Yeah, that goes into like the structure of how we manufacture things. Maybe that's just the wrong way to do it, but we also have to like mass produce it for everybody in the world. And what comes of that is you do have what is it called? It's a byproduct of killing animals and killing the planet, killing the fields, the monocropping and all that stuff. I don't know what's right. I like to think about so I would never, we talked about producing like animals and like and livestock or whatever, like those kids are having to go, and once the animals have matured, or how do you say it, like as if it were like a product,
what do you mean?
Once they're ready to
harvest,
which is the weirdest word
why is that weird?
You say that with like plants, but they go through these animals so quick, that they talk about yield and harvest, and to put those words with like living animals, it's so strange. But
I think that's the way people keep that wall up a little bit.
Yes.
Did I tell you about my dad? My dad.
Yes.
My dad's like a old school hardcore man, just a man's man, right? His balls just scratch the floor, right? But they slaughtered their first calf on the ranch a couple weeks ago, actually, and he was telling me, or my mom was telling me that he got a little soft. Like he would go out and feed it, because before you slaughter an animal or a cow, you put it in, not in isolation, but you put it in a smaller area, and then you feed it more for a month or a few weeks to really gain the weight. So that's what he was doing. And he was like, man, every time I'd go out there, he was so happy to see me, and he'd be like pouncing around, jumping around. And then my dad like teared up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, what the hell? Were you getting soft on me or what? Like,
that's what you were telling me. Like, getting soft on me, old man. But it's true. If I spent that time feeding the animal and it got all excited to see me, that, or just right now, I think there's something to like people. It's easier for people to eat animals when they don't have to actually do it. So like when you actually gets down to it and you have to kill the animal, I think people would change their mind. But we talked about this not too long ago. If I was absolutely starving and we had nothing else to eat, and I was just I needed food so much, and there was only, I don't know if my brain would tell me, I don't know if my brain would tell me we need to kill this animal. Like, I don't know if would be the first instinct that comes in my head. I would like to know that, to know more, but we have, this world is so fluffy now, right? Like we can get anything we want at any point when we want. It's changed a lot. We can pick what we want to eat, whereas you used to not be able to. But with that, we don't know what the best thing for you is, and everything's changed too. Like an apple's not an apple, not what an apple used to be. Chicken's not what chicken used to be. Everything has been so modified to be bigger and more tasty. You don't even know if what you're eating was the original thing.
Yeah. The same thing goes for vegetables too, though, right?
That's what I'm saying. So so chickens, broccoli, like bananas, like, like everything's totally different.
Yeah.
And it has been produced to look better, taste better, grow in size. So it's like, I don't know. I'm eating a banana, but is this even a banana anymore? It's been so genetically modified. Is it even good for you anymore? We know banana is being good, but
I think that's why you should hook up with a local farmer, get you a freezer and slaughter a cow and eat the cow. Serious.
Yeah.
100%.
I need to starve myself and then figure out what I need to, but then I would just go to the store and buy something. So it's like I need to be in a place where nothing's accessible and then starve myself.
No, that's not it. You need...
And then have someone watch over me so I don't die.
No.
And then I'm just going to see what I fucking eat.
You need to go... You need to experience the process of hunting from killing an animal to cleaning the animal to cooking the animal. That whole... From... going to buy meat, you're disconnected. You talk about that all the time. Where you don't know where it's coming from. It's nasty. It's all genetically modified, whatever. But actually doing the entire process, I think it'll change you. I don't
like it because it's my choice. Like I could pick something else.
It shouldn't be your choice though.
I could pick something else. Though.
It shouldn't though.
I could go get a pizza. I don't have to go kill the animal.
You should want to.
I want to like hunting, but I can't.
Why?
I don't know. I like bow hunting. I want to be able to like shoot things, but like I just don't think it's right to shoot animals.
Well, you gotta fucking walk before you run, Mike. Talk about.
Well, you saw me shooting the target, motherfucker.
You couldn't even pull the bow back,
motherfucker. I've got a bullseye.
Yeah, I was holding it for you,
but I aimed it.
No. What if I can set us up to go to my brother's, the guy we're going to have on. He's supposed to come on the podcast. We can go to his ranch, Johnson City, and shoot a hog or something.
I need to do the other experience where I starved myself on a piece of land.
You have a gun now.
I do.
So
that's for people.
Oh my God. In case someone breaks in.
Yeah, it's just a protection piece. I told you I didn't even want it. But I feel like, you
need one.
These are some troubling times where I wondered the other day. I was like, if someone breaks into my house, I don't even have a baseball bat. I don't have anything to protect myself. But so like it wasn't really. I don't know. This is something that I could get into maybe. Like with our cameras, like they have little rigs and like little modules, and you can like customize. Yeah. And I'm not against going to a range and like shooting targets, but there's gonna have to be something significant happen to me to where I think it's okay to like.
I don't think it has to be significant. I just think you need to go with me or somebody and just experience it. You don't even have to do it. Just be around it.
Yeah. And
experience that feeling you get.
I went with Corey and we went hunting, but I just sat in the blind.
Did he harvest anything?
Yeah.
What did he get?
A deer.
Did he?
Yeah.
That son of a bitch.
that's a bunch of land, and we did the, what is it called? Like the little cart. We drove the cart around the buggy, and I saw, we had a fire. They put this deer on this
deer rack?
Suicide rack.
Suicide
this
rack?
like torture rack or whatever. And they did all that stuff, but like I'm telling you, like I want to know if my real instincts would tell me to kill an animal.
Yes.
I don't know. I want to actually put myself in that situation, and then I'll know for sure.
That'll be good.
But like, we're in the land of abundance. It's like, if I have a choice, I wouldn't do it.
I want you to be more manly.
That's your job. You see, you got the Aztec jacket on and
the Yellowstone jacket.
Yeah,
I call it the Yellowstone.
That's
jacket.
what makes it good. I think one way and you think the other.
Yeah, but I want you to be more like me.
Yeah.
Just like you want me to be more like you and you're fucking Adam Sandler.
I'm asking you about Adam Sandler. You're asking me about
becoming a man, yeah.
Killing deer.
Or just experiencing the process.
When was the last time you went, though? You talk a lot of shit. I don't remember the last time you actually killed something.
Over Christmas.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You did it?
Yes.
You killed it?
Yes.
Why haven't you told me that?
I sent you pictures of the coyote, too.
Yeah, but
that coyote's pretty impressive because it was dark.
Was it?
It was pretty dark.
Would you just close your eyes and shoot?
So Kelly was in the blind with me. If I'm by myself and it gets a little bit dark, I'm not going to shoot. Just because I don't like shooting.
Margin for error goes up?
No, but just in case. There's cows. I really can't. You can see, right? I'm not shooting in the dark, but it's darker than I like. I like it to be where I'm 100% certain that I'm going to hit it. And Kelly was like, "Oh, you got it." She's looking in the binoculars. She's like, you can shoot it. And so I would get a little, she pumps me up a little
Golly.
bit. That's all I need is a little someone to gas me up a little bit.
That's all.
That's it. I'm a fucker, sucker.
Come on, pussy.
I'm a sucker for peer pressure, man.
Really? That's not good.
They always come out at night too. They know, like when it's hunting season, the deer know that they need to come out later. 100%. They're smart.
Yeah.
Yes.
Talk to me about NFTs.
Oh, NFT. Fuck. How much time we got? All right. What do you want to know?
Tell them we started making some NFTs.
Yeah. We're gonna hit the lottery on the NFT on with Ethereum and just do this full time. That's the plan. So we're making podcast. We're turning everything into an NFT basically. We're turning your original thumbnails that you're snapping and you're creating, and then we're turning audio into a non-fungible token separately on what Bloods and Cryptos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's our account name, Bloods and Cryptos on OpenSea.
OpenSea. Yeah,
just one C.
Yeah, OpenSea, like open sea in the water sea.
I guess C's wouldn't. There's no plural version of C, huh?
But that's where like everything is.
Maybe it is.
I mean, we had the Brazosport president on just a minute ago, and that's what he was talking about NFTs and the blockchain, and that's where everything is going to be eventually going. I don't know how. Like, I can't imagine buying. I've heard like movie tickets and like land purchases are going to be on NFTs.
It's interesting.
I don't know. I can't really imagine that. But then again, I couldn't imagine selling art. Like, who the fuck would want an 8-pixel picture of the draft punks or the crypto punks? Those things are selling. Cyberpunks or whatever. I don't know.
See, we don't know enough.
Cyberpunks, crypto punks. I think it's crypto punks.
Is it?
Nah, let's look it up.
Well, and there's so many different versions, and not one person's into every version. So there's crypto mining, there's NFTs. People are selling buying and selling GPUs, just because everything seems to be like a damn commodity now. You know,
it's the crypto punks, and these things are selling, and it's literally, maybe you can grab an image and put it in the whole podcast, but probably can't see that.
Let me see.
Yeah, these things, like that's what's selling for millions, bukus of dollars. And it's because I've heard this one guy, I don't know his name on YouTube, but when things, I mean, the pandemic sucks, right? We're in a pandemic. That obviously sucks, but we have more than enough. Like you were saying, everything's in abundance right now. When things are good and people have things, people want more things. And what's the next thing is like this. You can digitally say, look what I own. I own this, and I can prove the authenticity because it's on this blockchain.
And it's basically just like a glorified receipt.
It's a
right?
digital receipt is all it is.
Yeah.
But it's a way to own. And then what I've seen is a lot of people like create different versions of something. So it's like, say we take a picture of just you and I, and then we have a colored picture, and then we have a black and white picture, and then you have like a cartoonized picture. Well, people want that whole collection. They don't want just one of those pictures. They want all of them, and that's what makes prices go up. So if like someone gets one buyer to buy something that's got a high profile, then other people are going to want to buy them. Have you heard about people investing in like the metaverse, like land, like buying land in these different metaverses? One right now is the Sandbox. And this one guy paid $100,000 or $400,000 to buy land next to Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, I heard about that one. That one was on Rogan, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
This other guy.
What did Tim Dillon say?
I don't remember.
He can't afford to live there, but he's going to work really hard.
Tim Dillon's so funny. He's like, Joe was like, he was telling Joe to buy land there, and then Joe was like, well, you should come buy land. He's like, well, I can't get there. He's like, but I'm going to be in this other metaverse, and I'm going to work really hard to get to that one. That's funny. He's funny. But there's this this square a city, right? And there's a town square, and someone invested millions of dollars to own this town square. And
Jeez.
they're going to be hosting parties. Paris Hilton has got land in the Sandbox, and she's hosting like parties, and people are going to those parties, like putting on the Oculus or whatever they're putting on, and they're going to these parties. I think we should invest in some digital real estate, dude.
Well, we talked about creating objects too for the metaverse.
Yeah.
Like making, because you can get in like Cinema 4D or Blender and start making like chairs and tables and stuff. And just like what we have here is like furniture stores and things like that. You're gonna need those objects to put in your house, and then like car dealerships where you can, you can make cars and you can create a brand in the metaverse where you're like, oh man, I want this, like whatever it is, brand car. And it doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to like run with the laws of physics either. It can be like a boat, or, it can be something crazy, just kind of like Ready Player One, like you can have whatever you want, a monster truck, whatever, like all these different things that are just, I think the more kind of crazy the concepts will be, I think that thing would be more popular, like having like a monster truck, or like that person bought a huge yacht, or like having something that sets you aside and makes you look unique. I think that's what's going to sell on there.
It's not just like the fun aspect of it too. There's companies already like working in the metaverse. So it's the office, and you walk around and you got your avatar, and you socialize with people that are in the metaverse like you're in the office. And there's companies already doing that right now.
That's where I was at the office the other day, and I was looking into another office talking to a coworker, and I was like, it's not too far stretched to think that I could have goggles on right now, and I can be at home, and I could be walking to this office and looking in this office, and you're, a person sitting there working. It would be just like I was there.
Yeah. This one,
I'd hope it was a little more cool. If it's gonna be online, let's be somewhere cool.
Well, there's
area.
like cool features. Like this company was like highlighting, like if it's someone's birthday, then you get like there's like something like over your head, like it's this person's birthday. That way when people walk in or they're near you, you're walking elsewhere inside the metaverse, people can walk up to you and be, oh, happy birthday. Like they know there's something unique going on with you that day. So there's like the little what's the word, like little quotations, like how you feel or whatever. Like you can let other people know how you feel without even saying. You can communicate to other people like, hey, I'm in, you could be walking down, Broadway and fucking in Hollywood or whatever, and you could say, please don't interact with me. I'm on a phone call right now or something.
But I'm walking to Hollywood.
Yeah. It's pretty cool shit, dude. I want, it seems like it's so expensive though, like getting in the sand, like it's like 100% real estate, like real life real estate. Everything's real expensive, like for plots of land is like $5,000, like that are going. The more off you go, it's like maybe like buy the cheap stuff all the way around, around. Like it'd be buying stuff in like, I don't know, like West Texas or something, and then just sit on it for a few years.
We're gonna be we're gonna be poor in the metaverse.
Yeah,
I hate the thought of buying stuff that doesn't exist.
It's weird, but that's where it's going. That's where everything is like headed.
I want to have the thing,
the physical aspect of it.
When you get down to like spirituality and things like if you were to thinking, you're just a spirit, and you were able to being this, metaverse, 100% of the time. That's what I feel like it's going to. It kind of goes into the Black Mirror approach to it. It's where like you could, at the end of your life, you could allow your spirit to go into this metaverse and continue living without your physical.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the plan, but that seems like, why else would we not? I mean, we talk about what is it called? Like the environment, global warming, things like that. They say that, they're creating that, this universe because of that, because, it might come at a time where we can't go outside anymore or something like that, which is pretty scary to think. But I don't know if that's some of the initiative to make a metaverse other than just, being able to sell things online and create, get profits from this thing. But
you're talking about selling stuff. It made me think of this one article. I don't know if I can find it. I want to not misquote it, but the reason Mark Zuckerberg or what people are saying is because he wants to be in total control of like right now he's kind of the middleman with cell phones. Like Apple is blocking. You can set privacy up and you can control what kind of information Facebook gathers from you, right? Because we're going through an iPhone. So you can block. Remember all that shit going on with the news, how Facebook's, I think there's lawsuits going into Apple because Facebook's losing profit, ad profit because of the security settings that Apple's allowed to do.
Yeah.
You remember that? You look at me like you don't remember that.
I do.
Okay. Well, a lot of people are saying now that the reason Mark Zuckerberg wants to own, like not be the middleman, is because then he doesn't have anyone blocking. And the article went on to say that they're going to be using eye tracking technology. So when you're walking through the metaverse, that's how, like, our fingers, they were tracking our fingers and like where we stopped on the ads. And if we stopped on that ad, that data, how long did we click on that? That data went to the companies, and that's their ad revenue. Now it's going to be eye and hand movement because you can use haptic feedback, and if you touch something, then that's ad revenue. So like the eye tracking technology that they'll be losing. If we're walking through the metaverse and we stop at a shop that's selling stuff, if we look at it, that's data that Facebook's tracking, and they can say, hey, John was looking at, kettlebell equipment from Onnit or whatever, and they can send that stuff to Onnit. So they're looking at eye tracking technology and like real life hand haptic feedback. Like if you're grabbing stuff in the metaverse, go to reach for stuff, they'll be tracking that.
That's so weird.
Isn't that fucking insane?
I feel like they're doing that now though.
I'm
sure they check your retinas when you're looking at certain things. You can't grab, but you're also touching things on the phone.
Yeah.
It's just like grabbing though. Like if you click onto the description of a t-shirt or something to where you can look at more pictures, it's just like grabbing in the metaverse. So yeah. I can't see how, you're going to get even more data from creating the metaverse.
Well, because there's a middleman. There's the phone companies. The phone.
You Apple. Still need a phone. How are you going to access
That's
this?
what I was saying. Oculus or the device that's needed to connect you to the metaverse is Facebook created.
Mm.
There's no
Facebook bought, right? Oculus was bought.
I don't fucking know. I think so, but they're creating other devices. They're creating hand, feet stuff like for you to connect.
I saw the glove.
Yeah.
I saw some bad stuff on the glove.
What do you see?
I said, I can't wait to use this or something.
I like it.
But it's like not where it needs to be, obviously. It's like clunky and like it's not like what you see from like Ready Player One where you get this complete suit and it's like low profile and feels like a normal thing you'd wear rather than this huge thing with a bunch of wires coming out.
It'll get to where it's like you don't even know that you're wearing it. Like our phones, we don't even know, or to the point where you feel naked without it. Like you need to wear it. Like when you walk out of the house without your phone, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
You get that bastard.
That didn't take too long to feel that way about your phone.
It didn't, did it?
Mm-mm.
Like 4 or 5 years, it seems like. You can do so much with it.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Like kids don't even need a laptop. You can do everything on a damn phone.
Pretty much, yeah. Can't fuck around with Final Cut though, can you?
That you should, right? You probably can you?
No.
Oh, absolutely. You can do stuff. You can do something.
No, Courtney's brother's buying it, and he couldn't do it off a regular, like a Mac Air. What's it called? MacBook Air?
Yeah.
He had to get the MacBook Pro.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
So some of the stuff's too big still.
Sucks to suck.
Too big of a program. Yeah, I guess it does.
How do you feel about the camera setup?
Yeah.
So hold on,
I thought my corner was blocked out.
I get yours confused. You got the Sony A7 III.
Sony A7 III, and you got the...
What's the one that you want?
A7S III.
A7S III. So what's the S stand for? Sexy?
Yeah,
Superb?
probably. I think it's sexy.
What's the main difference from it?
It shoots 4K 120.
Get out of here.
And it shoots...
Get out of here.
1080 240.
You probably...
1080 240.
I don't even know what that is. That's
240 frames per second.
I know, that's impossible.
That means you can slow some shit down pretty good.
I bet you can't shoot 4K 120 in the Ninja.
You can't. You need another screen.
What the fuck's that about? Like, what?
I don't know, because I didn't even see... So only certain HDMIs will let you transfer that data from your from your camera to the monitor in real time. So like the only one I didn't look, but the only thing that I saw you can do is 4K and 60 frames per second. So if you look at my cord, it says that on there. I think with yours right now, you see how much thinner yours is too compared to mine?
Yeah.
The actual cable.
Yeah.
I think yours only transfers 30. So even like you have the capability of doing it. You have 4K 60. I don't even have it, so I can't even try. But if you use my cable, which I think
we need to try that. I think
your HDMI is different in your camera. You might have a full HDMI.
The camera one?
Yeah, is it a full HDMI?
Well,
goes in the camera.
Is the Nikon a full? I mean, is the Ninja a full?
Mine's a micro HDMI.
I think mine's a micro.
Okay, we might have to check it out.
We'll try.
So we got new cameras. The only thing we got differently is we're trying out DSLR cameras on the podcast now. So it should look a little cleaner than what we were using before, which are the GoPro 9s.
What's DSLR?
It's
I'm just now. I know a lot.
Yeah. I don't know the actual name of DSLR.
DSLR and there's mirrorless, right?
Kind of.
Isn't mine a mirrorless?
Yes, DSLR is still kind of used as like what you call the camera, the type of camera.
I'll Google this. We can Google shit, right?
I think so.
What
we shouldn't be able to.
DSLR mean?
Digital.
DSLR is denoting or relating to a camera that combines the optics and mechanisms of single lens reflex. DSLR camera.
Put DSLR versus mirrorless. Because I still feel like they use DSLR as this, because there's cinema cameras too, but this is a different type of camera.
DSLR means digital signal lens reflex camera. That's what the DSLR means. So DSLR versus mirrorless?
Yeah.
DSLR versus mirrorless. And is the mirrorless camera better? What do you want me to tell you about it?
So we're still learning, of course, but DSLR normally meant an actual mirrored camera.
Yeah.
But it's like a customer grade camera that's not quite in the professional realm. Like I think like what is it called? Like, because they have cinema cameras that'll cost you like $10,000. Those don't really fall into that category. This is like still like a multi-use thing. Like you can shoot photos and video, but when you get to a higher grade, it's one or the other.
So this from Adorama, of course, it says the DSLR offers a wider selection of interchangeable lenses, longer battery life, which I don't know if that's true, and a better low light shooting thanks to optical viewfinder. On the other hand, the mirrorless cameras are lighter, more portable, and offer better video quality even in lower-end models and can shoot more images at faster shutter speeds.
So I think I'm wrong. I think what we have here is we have two mirrorless cameras.
Do you have a mirrorless? Yeah, I have a mirrorless.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mirrorless full-frame cameras.
What does full-frame mean?
The sensor's full-frame. So there's some of the cameras you get that are cheaper are going to be cropped sensors. So like the actual, so like the picture is not going to be as full as what we get here. So I think mine's 35 millimeter sensor. I don't know what yours is. Probably the same.
I don't know. But we do get a lot more flexibility with these versus the GoPros.
And we're learning a lot because these cameras, we still don't know shit about them.
Hey,
obviously if you listen to me talk, we know a lot about the settings.
Yeah, I can fuck around with those settings. You ask me to get to somewhere, I'll show you real quick how to get to those.
Except for white balance,
No, I did white balance just fine.
Okay.
Right?
I don't know.
I was confused because you brought up a gray fucking thing, and everything that I've watched on YouTube, everyone says a white background. So it's called white balance, not gray balance. Why would you bring something gray?
Sound like some Seinfeld bullshit. It's called white, not gray. What is it called? He points out the obvious.
Yeah, it's called white balance.
Well, it's called that comedy is observatory comedy.
I don't know what it's called.
Where you look at stuff and you're like, "What's up with these couches? They're black.
Yeah.
What's up with the pillows?
Yeah, they're pillows.
They're white."
Stupid. Know. How do you feel about them? You feel confident with them? You feel comfortable?
We're still got some getting used to, but this will be the second episode with them moving forward. But we like to set goals for episode number to try to upgrade things as we go, because once you start upgrading things, the next you'll always have another bottleneck where you're like, okay, well, the lights aren't.
What's the next bottleneck? Like,
that's a good question.
I feel like we need to go rent some space, because this is just.
We're running out of room.
There's no room. You need to get this fucking table out here. You need to get a smaller table.
I think that the next one would be like professional lights. The lights.
These are fucking good lights.
The lights. I want the soft, like the big, huge, like honeycomb soft lights.
There's no room for that in here.
It would just need 2 of them, and they would go like kind of right above us, and we'd use like an angled stand.
We need like 3, right? Because there's people on that side.
Well,
too.
1 should take care of 2 people.
You're absolutely wrong.
Yeah. So, and they're powerful.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But they're expensive, and I think this is fine for right now. I think I'm not going to mess with anything for a while.
Yeah.
I think I'm good now, because I think our goal was episode 50 to actually upgrade the cameras.
No, I thought it was like 100.
Was it? Did we jump the gun?
Fuck yeah, we did.
I think we found a good deal online. And
no, there was no good deal.
What the fuck happened then?
You started taking videos, and I want to be part of it.
Like, shit.
Remember when Kelly was taking? I was just like, everyone had a camera, and I was like, well, fuck it, I'll buy a camera. Like,
is that what it was?
That's exactly. I caved to peer pressure, and then I get obsessed with it, and I start watching 1,000 hours of YouTube video on how to work shit. Yeah.
No, there's too much to learn with. If anybody has experienced like getting into photography or videography, it's like shouldn't be this complicated. Yeah. It's like it should be like your phone. You just point it and press record, and it fixes all the exposure and all that stuff. But people don't realize how hard it is to change all these settings, and to especially when you're outside, when the sun's changing, and sometimes it's too bright to shoot, and you have to use ND filters and all kinds of things. It's like, I
know what an ND filter is now.
You're gonna need one eventually.
You know what's the fucked up thing is, this is just like half of it. Like I haven't snapped a photo with the new camera, but there's you got to be good at videoing, and you got to know how to do your settings, and you need the lens and whatever. We got the Ninja 5s to record longer, but that's just the front end. Like everything is on, the actual work is on the back end. You need the programs to edit your photos, or you need the right program to edit a video, and then you need to think about the size of your file, because if your computer's not,
oh my gosh,
if your computer's not fucking big enough, you can't handle. My computer sounds like a damn plane in here trying to handle the size of the video.
Yeah, when we found out about sizing, because we started trying to shoot in ProRes, which is a codec that you use to.
Now you sound smart.
To film. ProRes is supposed to be really good, and it's supposed to be really good for the program we use. I shot like 20 minutes of footage, and it was 200 gigabytes. And I don't know if y'all know about gigabytes, but like a typical computer that's not even, you're not buying anything as a flex. You're just buying a computer. What I've normally seen is like 250 gigabytes on an actual hard drive. Unlike, say, if you buy a MacBook Pro, my MacBook Pro has, when I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, I bought a 250 gigabyte solid state drive. And if I were to take that 20-minute video, it would almost take my whole hard drive up in one video.
Yeah.
So that means like I have to get it off there to put another one on there. So that's when you get into, we got into external hard drives and all kinds of stuff, but it takes a lot. It's expensive to like collect information and keep it digitally.
We should start another YouTube channel focused on just like, the other thing is when you try to find information out on camera, you type in, how to white balance the Nikon Z6 or whatever. And there's a bunch of videos. Everyone's doing them, right? But they're 15 minutes long when the process takes 30 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Right? You get these YouTube guys that are just like, oh, hey, my name's Billy Bomb Productions. Thanks for coming in. And I'm going to show you. I want to show you how to do the white balance. And by the way, if you're doing and then they go on. And then,
sponsors in there.
Yeah,
like
we would fucking do really like hey, I'm going to show you how to do a white balance. Here's how you do a white balance real quick on the Nikon Z6. Boom. Done.
I love when they time themselves, though. That's pretty nice. Like, I'm going to show you this in 3 minutes. I'm like, all right, this is my jam.
I like this.
Or
guy.
like when you can pick a section of the video. I like when you can pick it. Then you just go.
Oh, when they got the cuts.
Yeah, they have the cuts. You pick what section you want to watch or whatever. Yeah. That's pretty nice. But I don't want to hear about Bill and his dog and stuff. Like just.
Or my wife is mean and all.
Tell me how to white balance.
Yeah. We should do that. Because there's not enough of that video content out there.
Yeah.
There's not. Even just a minute ago, what was one thing we were trying to look at for the Nikon? You said you could, the audio syncing.
Mm-hmm.
The audio syncing. There's not an audio sync between the Ninja and the Nikon Z6. You think that'd be a main thing? Like,
yeah. I think we're done upgrading for a little while. We're going to try to dial in these cameras, but it's hard too because I have a Sony, you have a Nikon. They kind of look different.
They look a lot different.
We're going to try to match the view, but other than that, I think we might work on some redundancy, like buying some extra things in case things go out. Because sometimes we have people travel over here, and we've had people from like
New
Braunfels, places that you don't want to mess up on. You don't want something to go wrong with the technology. So like, I don't know, some extra charging cables, maybe headphones. The good thing is we have set up. We have 2 people on. Total 4 people, so we could use the 4th one, but if we had 2 people come and a headphone go out or a mic or something,
that would be better.
We could do without headphones, but we can't do without mics. So
yeah,
we have to think about something, but that'd probably be our next thing, and we'll probably just try to perfect what we have now. But we are running out of room.
Yeah,
it's getting tight.
We need room. We need to do like go in on a location where Kelly can do photography, and then we can set up something in the back and just do podcasts.
Get a warehouse, dude.
I don't think of a warehouse, but
warehouse so we can put sauna, put gym, put other stuff.
We can take over.
Put music.
We can take over Grit and Vital. We can start our own. Well, if we started our own gym.
We start a gym now?
Yeah.
Just because we have a warehouse?
Is that what you're talking about, or just putting in?
No, just for us.
Oh, we need to make money somehow.
No.
We're going to do NFTs, Curiosity NFTs.
That should make all the money we need.
Yeah. I was thinking about starting a gym and doing some competition with Kenny and Dell.
Be a competition.
What would you call it, though? Like if we did, like...
Griddle?
No, griddle. Hold on. Grint. Damn it. I guess griddle has to work.
Griddle's the only thing that really works mixed together.
Griddle functional fitness.
Griddle because we like to eat too.
Yeah,
we can make food on the griddle.
I like it.
And we brought a griddle to the race.
Dell did.
Barely. I beg him to bring it out.
That sucker was
golly.
amazing.
That thing was heavy though, huh?
That was a heavy bastard, but it was nice. I appreciate him bringing it out. All right, buddy. You ready to call it or what?
I think so.
You want to plug your social media?
My social media is John Alba. What is your goofy one? Your name? What is the new TikTok you're making? What are you gonna name it?
It's just John. It's Jon _Alba_.
You're getting in trouble about it.
People hate me right now.
What are you? You're trying to be a troll.
I'm being myself,
but you're trying to be a troll a little bit.
But that's how I normally like sarcastically talk to Kelly in the house. or my kids in the house,
Uh-huh.
is if they are doing something like, hey, what are you doing? Wash the dishes. Well, it's about damn time you wash the dishes. Like stuff like that. It's stuff I normally say, but I wanted to capture it. And Kelly was walking in the house, and she was just getting home, right? She's got back. She got
exhausted.
Yeah, she's like her hair. She just got home from the gym, so her hair is like a little wavy, you know, kind of messy. She's walking in, and I catch her walking in, and I'm like, well, what's for dinner? Like, as soon as she walks in, what's for dinner? And she just looks at me. She's like, I don't know. And I was like, well, I didn't be slaving over this damn computer all day at work for now. You know, I forget what I said, but make me dinner, woman, and is what I'm trying to get at. And it's got a lot of views on TikTok, and people,
a lot of bad. You have like people 300 bad comments.
Yeah, every single person hates me. There's like one person that said, I'd divorce her right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it's everyone's like, you better be fucking joking, or his ass would be out on the street right now.
It's so funny the people that comment, right? Like, I'm just, because I don't have TikTok. I go through Reels, though. It's basically like TikTok. You go up, and I laugh or I don't laugh. I'm never going to the comments to like put something.
It's got to be like really good for me to comment. Like really good.
Yeah. But like for 300 people to comment on this thing, and then, you know, they don't know you. So it's, but I think what you said you're going to do, you're going to frame it to where it's like best husband, best dad, like really make it to where you're like a good, person, and like and all the videos gonna be bad.
Yeah, be a complete troll.
Yeah,
like,
that'd be funny.
Like push Lino out of the way. Like that's what I normally like when Kelly's folding clothes. I'm like, it's about damn time to do something around here.
Yeah,
like that's how I normally talk to her. Like sarcastically, she laughs and she's so mad at you sometimes. No, she loves it.
And then she laughs at
she loves
little
it.
Dumb shit you say like
she
that.
She loves that shit.
I think I'm like because you're a troll. Like you piss me off sometimes.
You're a troll too, though.
And I see like you're really getting under skin in at a moment, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't. I hate Jon. And then like you say something, and she just. You know, just starts laughing, and I'm like, "What the fuck? Hold your ground. He's a dick."
You talk a lot of shit, though.
No, not me.
No,
this guy.
You talk a lot of shit, but you don't understand. It's in my blood, like to talk shit. Like I'm raised by the best trash talker in the world. My mom flicks me off in cameras. Like I'm gonna be good at talking shit.
She's the one. Not. She talks better shit than your dad.
Oh, my dad can talk. Oh, no. My dad really doesn't talk. He's not a troll. My mom's a troll. She'll talk.
She don't look like it either.
She's
so sweet whenever I met her.
She puts on a fucking little front, doesn't she?
Her and your grandma. They were just like sweet.
No, my grandma.
Little walking, just like doing stuff.
My grandma's real sweet.
Yeah.
But my mom, man, raised on the east side of Austin, talking shit.
She don't fuck around, huh?
Yeah. Hold a gun to your head real quick.
All right.
Let's
wrap this thing up.
All right, buddy. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better. And let me get some guests on the podcast.
Yes.
Love you.
Love you too.